Welcome back. Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions. Yeah. Insane. Absolutely insane. Such a damn shame.
You're watching Young Tripp Reactions, the show where rapper Young Tripp reacts to the latest videos on crime, drama, news, and so much more. Get ready, because the show's about to start. Let's go.
Peace. Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions. The first video we're gonna do is, this is gonna be a very sad video for anybody that starts YouTube after this year, or for a person who hasn't found their niche or second niche. YouTube is doubling their watch time requirements to 8,000 watch hours to unlock the ad revenue. The memberships, the live streams to be paid from all that stuff on the 3,000 hours of watch time will still remain the same, but to get the ads on your videos after this year is going up to 8,000 hours of watch time. So for people who are watching my videos, make sure you continue to watch for a long period of time on my reactions. Obviously, my music is monetized through DistroKid, which is my distributor. So I'm trying to get my regular channel monetized so I can monetize my music through my channel itself and through DistroKid. And obviously to get the reactions monetized as well too. So continue to run up my watch time on these reactions. And also go check out the music as well too. But for smaller creators, this is going to become a problem for anybody who finds their niche or second niche. The reason why I say second niche is because I was trying to do like blogging, with my eyesight that became like very difficult, and trying other things. And then I have a whole video that talks about how I got into reactions due to a guy that I know that tells prison stories, and then another guy that I react to a lot of his videos, Anton Daniels. For people who've been watching me for a little while, everybody knows that. And that's how I even figured out what the name was. So for me, I figured out, what works for me as a second niche outside of music, where I can upload, every day like I do. But just imagine if somebody who is still trying to figure out what their niche is, and this is going to be a problem, because if they're doing YouTube now and trying out different things, and then boom, something gets figured out. Like I just hit my 1,000 reaction video and got several new subscribers. So shout out to you new subscribers. Shout out to everybody who watched my first 1,000 video regarding Audrey. Prayers go out to her and her situation. But just imagine somebody who's still trying to figure it out. This is going to be a real serious problem. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights involving you, a friend, or a loved one, send that to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. If it does involve a friend or a loved one, see if they want to come onto the channel and speak about whatever the situation is that happened to them involving the police or whoever it was. If they don't want to come on and speak, then you can come on and speak for them as the friend or relative. Or you guys can write a statement, and then I'll pull the public information as well too and get you guys a statement out there along with the public information. Let me know about the civil rights attorneys involved, similar to Ben Crump or Ben Crump himself. Let me know about the activists that are involved where I can join them in the fight for justice for you or your loved one or friend. Also, make sure you come follow me over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram. Those will be pinned at the top of the chat and at the top of the link in the description. So make sure you come follow me over there because I post over there as well too. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. And check out my other videos so I can go ahead and get there before they make all these changes. And let's get into this.
Okay, y'all, we got to talk about you. Okay, y'all, we got to talk about YouTube. Because apparently 4,000 watch hours isn't enough. Now we need 8,000 watch hours. YouTube, y'all are really starting to play in people's faces. Because there are creators right now that are struggling to even get 4,000 watch hours. And now y'all really want to come over here and tell people, okay, we doubling it. We need 8,000 watch hours now. Yeah, we need to talk about this. Hey, y'all, I'm James Lenear. Just call me Jamie. Welcome back to another real life, no script, where we figure out this thing called life together. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Now, today, y'all, we going to talk creator to creator because I had some stuff that came across my timeline that I really want to talk about, and it's been in my mind. I can't stop thinking about it. All right, so if you as a creator have ever tried to monetize or are already monetized, y'all already know to get 4,000 watch hours is not easy.
As a self-employed business, making informed decisions is
Advertising, y'all.
But you're not alone. With the QuickBooks for Business app, you can stay in the know wherever you go. With Intuit,
it is hard, especially if y'all already know to get 4,000 watch hours is not easy. It is hard, especially if you are new to this, okay? Especially if you are new to this. You are a new creator, don't know what you're doing, just coming on here, trying to watch these YouTube gurus, trying to figure out what you need to do as a creator, trying to upload more videos, okay, to get monetized. And when a lot of people hear 4,000 watch hours, you have that one side of creators that's like, oh, 4,000 watch hours is not bad. But then you have the other side of those creators who are like, getting 4,000 watch hours is hard. And I'm here to give y'all
my whole thing on that is you have to find the niche that works for you and your audience. A lot of people who get on YouTube, though, this is what I want to do. I want it to work. It's the same thing like going into a job. I want to do the job this way, and you going back and forth with your boss, and then you don't have a job. YouTube is the same thing. It's either people are going to want to watch your videos or people are not. My 1,000 video is the situation with Audrey. If you don't know about the whole situation with Audrey, go check it out on my channel if you haven't seen it yet. It's so unfortunate what happened to her. And I, as a person who always wanted to be a police officer and be a homicide detective, it bothers me that that's the video that has 1,000 views on it, but it is what it is. I can't control that. For a while, I even had a video that was at 300 and something views of a father who unalived his own daughter over a political figure. If you haven't seen that video, go check that out. That's one of my earliest reaction videos. You have to probably scroll down a ways to kind of find that. But that kind of irritated me that video, because of who the person unalived their daughter over, drove a lot of attention, because that person is always getting a lot of attention because of who they are. And so that kind of irritated me that was the video that was blowing up for a while on my channel. But I can't control those types of things, and no creator can. You just have to upload the stuff that you really connect with and that others really connect with to, and you may not really connect with it. You just did it as a reaction because it was something that you just wanted to do. But for your audience, it really connected with them. So Audrey's story really connected with a lot of people, and it just totally changed my whole entire channel and where it's going now. So everybody has their big moment if you keep uploading and keep trying. But again, YouTube should have really thought about this, because they already are trying to compete with Facebook, Instagram, and especially TikTok, because a lot of people are going over to TikTok and uploading over there now these days, because the requirements aren't like YouTube's. You can just upload on TikTok, and if people like it and it blows up, you can get paid from it. YouTube, you have to reach a lot of requirements and things. Again, as I've stated in other videos, I believe that TikTok is a one-hit wonder show, but some people, they actually do blow up on there, and it does work out for them. But I personally believe for most people, it's a one-hit wonder show. But yeah, this is crazy. After this year, YouTube is going to go in a whole nother different direction, and it's going to be very hard for people to get the ads on their videos. Everything else is going to stay the same. It's the situation with the ads. The 4,000 is changing to 8,000 hours of watch time. Let's continue.
A perspective on it. Haters that's like, oh, 4,000 watch hours is not bad. But then you have the other side of those creators who are like, getting 4,000 watch hours is hard. And I'm here to give y'all my perspective on it. Getting 4,000 watch hours was hard. It was hard for me. It was not easy, okay? And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all feel the same way, that it is not easy getting 4,000 watch hours. And it also depends on your niche and what are you putting out there at.
Yeah, and it does depend on your niche. Obviously I do music and reactions, and I do high-end reactions, and I've always wanted to be a police officer, so I understand about how the law works and all that. So my niche specifically works for me. Now, for somebody who's still trying to figure out what their niche is, I look at it as if your niche isn't working, you still need to figure out what your niche is on YouTube. I figured out what my niche was. Obviously music was working, but I couldn't upload music every day because that involves going to a studio, or I had a relative who had a whole studio as well too, or going to go see them and all that. But people still got to work. People still got things to do. Making music only, unless you got a big old professional studio and people are coming to see you all the time, then you're not really generating enough money to do it as a full-time job. Now, I know someone who does it pretty much as a full-time job, and I go see them as well too. But at the end of the day, you still got to pay them. Do you have the money to pay them? So that's where it comes in, me adding this second niche of reactions. And then it helps with me as a person who always wanted to be a police officer and understand all of this and how to do that. So you have to understand your niche inside and out. Both niches that you do, if you do two or if you do one, you have to understand all of those niches. If you don't understand those niches, then you probably need to look into adding another niche or switch your niches altogether if both niches aren't working, because otherwise it's going to take you a very, very, very long time to get to 4,000 hours of watch time. I'm getting pretty close to unlocking the first tier, which is the 3,000 hours of watch time, which unlocks pretty much everything but the ads. And then the ads, you only need 1,000 more. So then that wouldn't be too difficult at that point. But if you're still trying to figure out what your niche is and figure out if it's really working, yeah, she's definitely right. It's going to cause very, very serious problems for you. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
A creator, not easy getting 4,000 watch hours. And it also depends on your niche and what are you putting out there as a creator, especially when you coming on this platform and you starting from zero. You can finally, have subscribers come in. You can finally have people watching and tuning in, right? And you thinking you getting them watch hours, but then you go check out your watch hours and it really didn't do nothing for your channel. That's 240,000 minutes of people to watch your videos just to get 4,000 watch hours. Now, y'all want to double it to 8,000 watch hours? That's 480,000 minutes. 500,000 minutes of watch time. People are already struggling and y'all already out here suppressing people's view. Like, y'all really out here thinking this is a good idea and playing in creators' faces. This is a horrible idea. Like, I feel like this is a bad idea for y'all to do it. And I don't know.
And I totally agree with her. Again, when we go back to the stuff about Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and how their stuff works versus YouTube. I was even talking to a relative about this a few weeks ago where he was like, yeah, I still do YouTube, but man, TikTok is like, that's the thing for me. I'm already making money from it. Instagram and Facebook, I'm already making money from it. YouTube, and I'm still working on it. So, I've heard from this firsthand. I have a totally blind friend who is, he uploads quite often. He does like a black screen because he can't see anything. And like, he's still trying to like grow his channel to get people to tune in. I have another friend, he uploads like sounds, different voices and sounds, and he has people clicking and watching a lot of his videos, and some are subscribing, but he's not near 4,000 hours of watch time. So yeah, I get where she's coming from. And again, people still have to evaluate their niches and maybe change some things up and add another niche, or change both of their niches if they're already doing two niches and change them up altogether. I figured out what works for me as a second niche along with my music. But I know people are still trying to figure it out. And for them to be adding these to 8,000 hours of watch time is absolutely insane. And I think it's going to hurt them in the long run. I totally agree with her. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
If it's creators' faces, this is a horrible idea. Like, I feel like this is a bad idea for y'all to do it. And I don't know if it's y'all getting greedy. I don't know if it's y'all trying to become the #1 streaming platform, but y'all really out here playing in people's faces and thinking this is a good idea. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I really feel like this is some diabolical work on y'all end.
At University of Phoenix,
Advertisement, y'all.
learn skills employers value and apply them right away. Take one course at a time with tuition that won't change throughout your program, so you can balance it.
To double it, yes, it is. And thinking this is a good idea. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I really feel like this is some diabolical work on y'all end. To double it, yes, it might not start till February 1st. Let me reiterate that. That's when it's supposed to start. It's not supposed to start till February 1st of 2027, the new monetization requirements. I didn't tell y'all that. I need to let y'all know that.
Yeah, so I also, before doing her video, I went and researched this and pulled all of this. This is facts. YouTube is doing this. Again, if you don't know what your niche is yet, you better figure it out before February 1st of 2027. That's one of the things I can tell you right now, because it's just going to get harder starting at that point. I'm glad I figured out what worked for me before then, and I hope all of you figure it out. You know, I do reactions, like I said, to police misconduct stuff, relationship stuff, different news stuff. I do, reactions to, everything that I find interesting. And then, of course, obviously, I do music, as I already talked about all that. But, every reactions may not work for somebody else like it works for me. People may not watch somebody else's reactions. So again, you got to figure out what your niche is. Blogging isn't for everybody, even though blogging is what most people do on YouTube. It's not for everybody either. Streaming, that's not for everybody either. It just, you got to find your niche. You could sell merch, whatever. Some people just go live all the time. People just like to sit and look at them go live. I mean, it's just, because they know how to talk good, just whatever the case may be, but you got to figure it out, and it's best to figure it out before February 1st of 2028. 2027. Let's continue.
But still, Art, it's not supposed to start till February 1st of 2027, the new monetization requirements. I didn't tell y'all that. I need to let y'all know that. But still, that's just a problem. That's some diabolical work, okay? Y'all might not think that it's not, but that really is. And then it's not only affecting the new people that's going to come in, it still can affect us, seasoned creators. Because as a seasoned creator, if you don't upload within 6 months, YouTube can turn off your monetization, okay? You know how we like to take little breaks. We still can be affected. It's still a problem. So it's affecting everybody all across the board. When it all boils down, us small creators already feel like we fighting for our life to try to get views. We already feel like that. I've had times where I've been sitting there and I've wondered, like, YouTube, who are you showing my videos to? Like, really, who are you showing my videos to? Because as a small creator, you sitting up there watching these bigger creators and their channels are getting pushed like crazy, and it just feels like a lot of times that the bigger creators are getting pushed more than the smaller creators. It's like the smaller creators are getting over.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, because I have videos that are in the hundreds. I just hit my 1,000 video, like I said, just within a day ago. I don't necessarily think that's true. It's a matter of people trying to force things to be their niche that is not their niche, is what I personally think. Is the situation. I want to blog, so that's what I want to do. But blogging may not be for you, and it may not be what people are connecting with you over. But again, people say, well, this is what I want to do, or somebody say, I want to stream, or I want to do reactions. And that may not work for you like it works for me. So like if I tell you to go do reactions and then you come back to me and say, well, I started doing reactions and I waited as long as you and waited until 6 months to get my viral hit. But even people aren't even really watching my videos. I'm only getting like 3 views on each video or something. So reactions may not work for everybody. This is why you have to try different niches. Or blogging may not work for everybody. That's why you have to try different niches. Like I tried music, I added music. Well, music is what I started doing. And then I was trying to add something else with it. So I tried blogging, I tried different things, and those things didn't work. And also it was getting in the way with my eyesight with trying to do, edit and all that. So then that's where reactions come in, and I have tons of views on videos now with me doing reactions. Now, like I said, reactions is not for everybody. Blogging is not for everybody. Everything is not for everybody, or even what you want to do may not be what God has for you. You may have to do something else. Just like me wanting to be a homicide detective. Couldn't do it because of my eyesight. Went to school and got a culinary degree instead, right? So same thing, look at YouTube the same way. That niche may not work, so you need to add and do a different niche and see how that works instead. You see what I'm saying? That's what you have to do. Sometimes it may be disappointing, but that's what you have to do instead of keep trying to make something work and say, well, it's not working. No, maybe the niche isn't working. You can be a YouTuber, but the niche isn't working. Let's continue.
Looked getting pushed more than the smaller creators. It's like the smaller creators are getting overlooked over the bigger creators, and that's not fair. That's really not fair. And I know a lot of y'all might be like, well, that's a part of being on YouTube. If you don't like it, get off YouTube. No, I'm not going to get off YouTube. This is what I signed up for. So I got to play the game. I'm monetized on this platform. I'm looking out for my other creators.
Spruce weed killers reusable
Advertising, y'all.
last up to 5 years. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly.
I am truly the first to own
Can't
my
skip it
home
right now.
and our family.
Let me try now.
That payment, I'm not going to get off YouTube. This is what I signed up for. So I got to play the game. I'm monetized on this platform. I'm looking out for my other creators, but that's still some diabolical work. That's wrong for y'all to do it. And how you treat creators on this platform, especially the small ones. YouTube's own, I'm going to get off YouTube. This is what I signed up for. So I got to play the game. I'm monetized on this platform. I'm looking out for my other creators, but that's still some diabolical work. That's wrong for y'all to do it. And how you treat creators on this platform, especially the small ones. YouTube's own help center says that it retains the right to serve ads on creators' videos, even if they have not reached the YouTube partner program. And
Yes, YouTube can put ads on your videos if you have not reached the, the thresholds and everything, which, I've had people say that they don't like it or think that it's not right. I will say that I kind of agree. But again, it's their platform and they can do whatever they want to do. I may not agree with it, but again, continue to work and find your niche so then you can end up getting the money so they can't keep it. That's the thing I can tell you. Find your niche. Stop trying to make a niche that doesn't work. That's all I can tell you. And be open-minded. Let's continue.
The creator is not videos, even if they have not reached the YouTube partner program. And the creator is not qualified to get any of that money until they qualify. And here's the part that really gets me. So you're telling somebody they need to work towards this massive watch hour requirement before they even receive revenue, while ads can be...
Again, I get what she's saying, but you have to find the niches that work for you or the niche that works for you. Do you see what I'm saying? You have to find that niche. And you have to try different things, not try to make blogging work for you because that's what you see most of the people doing. Or make reactions work for you because you like the way you see somebody else doing reactions. And so then you want to do it. You have to try different things and find what works for you. I found that reactions work for me because I can break down police stuff as a person who always wanted to be a police officer. I can break down relationship stuff. I can, talk about different news things and give my opinions and stuff on it as a person who always wanted to be a police officer. All that. You have to find the niche that works for you and then do it. Think about I Show Speed. Think about all these different creators that you watch. Anton Daniels, Banky Pound, who tells prison stories, Jay Williams, all of them out there in Virginia, as in Banky Pound and Jay Williams, as in prison story people. Think about Bill Feasy out in Atlanta, out there where my father and them is from, and all that, who do prison stories and all that. Who else? Big Lance, also out there in Virginia. There's a lot of prison story people out there in Virginia. So you just gotta find the niche that works for you, that connects with the audience, not exactly what you may want to do. At one point I just wanted to do just music on my channel. It didn't work out. I'm doing this now. This is what God also wants me to do along with music. I'm doing it. So be open-minded and be willing to do other things as well too, to try out that may work out along with that main niche that you're doing. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the Young Tripp family, and let's continue.
Potentially appear offering somebody, they need to work towards this massive watch hour requirement before they even receive revenue, while ads can potentially appear already on their video. Now, I'm going to be fair. I can understand that YouTube wants creators to prove that they can build an audience, and that's with other platforms across the board. I can understand that. And this is before revenue advertising sharing. I understand.
Yeah, so I'm glad that she's at least now going to the other side and being fair. Yes, you have to be able to build through multiple platforms. Like I have quite a few people over on my Instagram. I just started my Facebook reaction and music page. And so that is building, but I'm even starting to generate new people over there as well too. I just had a new person just follow that page just within a couple of days. Plus I already have like 18 or so people with like adding different friends, family. And again, make sure you come follow me over on My Professional FB and My Professional Instagram. Those are pinned at the top of the chat and at the top of the link in the description. So yeah, to come check me out over there as well too. So yeah, you need to be able to build an audience with multiple platforms and have other things, because YouTube, there's human people who look at your audience stuff before you even be accepted. They're looking at your Facebook. They're looking at your Instagram. They're looking at your YouTube because you already have all of those links attached to your channel. At least you should. If you don't, you need to add them. Your professional FB, your professional Instagram, all of that should be in your like YouTube bio page, on your YouTube bio page. And when you post videos, your social media link should be pinned at the top of the chat along, if you do reactions along with the original video. But if you're not doing reactions, you should just have your YouTube and Instagram links pinned at the top of your chat and at the top of your link in the description. So yeah, and then when they go and look at your videos and stuff, they're gonna see that you also have your social media stuff there, so they can go and evaluate that along with how you're doing on YouTube. Let's continue.
And wanting quality with other platforms across the board. I can understand that. And this is before revenue advertising sharing. I understand wanting quality content. I understand wanting active channels. I understand all of that. Don't get me wrong. I understand it all. But there's got to be a balance. Because I'm going to tell y'all this. If you...
Walmart Express delivery
Advertising,
comes
yeah.
in as fast as an hour, so new parents can travel a little lighter.
That's all you packed?
put them stakes too high, active channels. I understand all of that. Don't get me wrong. I understand it all. But there's got to be a balance. Because I'm going to tell y'all this. If you put them stakes too high, you're going to have creators look elsewhere. And y'all already act.
Well, and some are already starting to do that. Like I already talked about TikTok. That's where they're going to be headed to, because it's going to be very, very easier to get on there. But see, YouTube feels, hey, well, we already have this threshold of, getting to 3,000 hours of watch time to get the, most pretty much everything, the live streams for when you go live, to be paid going live, the memberships and the, all the other stuff, the super thanks and all that. The only thing you're missing is the ad revenue. And so they feel like, hey, you could earn your way to the ad revenue to finish, because you only need 1,000 more, but at least that's right now. When they change it, now you're going to need, since you already are going to have 3,000, now you're going to need basically 8,000 more to finish. So, they feel like, hey, everything else is already unlocked. So work your way to get that next 8,000 after getting 3. So, you basically have to get 6 more thousand hours. So that's just, yeah. Let's continue.
The point where y'all be a balance. Because I'm going to tell y'all this. If you put them stakes too high, you're going to have creators look elsewhere. And y'all already at the point where y'all want creators to come over here and start channels on y'all platform, especially the talented one. And it's got to the point like, well, why even bother? And I'm going to tell you this, not everybody starts with an audience. Not everybody starts with an audience, because I didn't start with an audience. Everybody doesn't go viral. Everybody doesn't have the money to spend on cameras, editors, thumbnails, and all that stuff. You have some people.
I mean, I get what she's saying. But again, YouTube has their own requirements. If you don't have the stuff to start, because you should be working. And then you got to, I get you got to pay your bills, you got to do all that, you got to pay for important things, but maybe you got to save money to be able to get to the point where you can do YouTube. Like I have, a GoPro, I have DJ microphones. As you know, I'm using all that now. I have the DJ mic minis and the DJ mic 2s. I'm using my DJ mic minis right now. And I have my, my GoPro Hero 13 Black, the newest GoPro, strapped on to the chest mount. And I have the, the MacBook / iPad sitting here on my lap. And I'm playing, the reaction. I'm playing her video. And I'm reacting to it. So, I mean, yeah, everybody may not be able to go buy a GoPro and be able to get a DJ microphone, but you can do it all with your phone to start, and then work, save your personal money from working and stuff to be able to get better equipment, to get a GoPro, to get a DJ Osmo Action 5 Pro, to get the DJ microphones, the mic minis and mic 2s like I got. So you can get there. You just gotta work to get there, to where you can buy it. Work at your everyday job and be able to get this equipment. And again, you don't necessarily need this equipment. Some people may get monetized even just using their camera on their phone. So, yeah, let's continue. But I get what she's saying.
Out there that's literal. Everybody doesn't go viral. Everybody doesn't have the money to spend on cameras, editors, thumbnails, and all that stuff. You have some people.
I mean, yeah, to do the whole thumbnail thing, like, yeah, you have to have like a subscription, through, like ChatGPT and stuff to kind of help with all that. But again, all of that, comes with you having the money to be able to do all that. You know, can you pay? Do you have money to pay for the Chat GPT subscription and all that? So I mean, yep. I mean, but again, you got to work to be able to get there. You may just have to use a picture of you or something until you can get the money to do that. There's always a way. And then the whole thing about going viral, right? If you're doing reaction videos, you have to find reactions that are going viral. So like my 1,000 video regarding Audrey. Audrey's situation was last November, but the video was released because her stupid friends kept the video, and somehow somebody put it out. One of her stupid, dumb former friends put it out, and then now they're facing charge. Well, the police are now investigating, and they're probably going to get charged because now there's a video that's released of her situation. I have that video on my channel along with my reaction video. One is the video where you can see the encounter, and the other one is my reaction video with my cover art over the top. But it's about finding, if everybody, she's right though, everybody doesn't go viral, because if you're just blogging, you're not going to go viral blogging. If you're just trying on clothes, you're not going to go viral trying on clothes. That's where it comes in, adding a second niche to be able to get to, to the hours of watch time that they want you to get to. You don't have to necessarily go viral. You just need to have videos that's getting a lot of views, and do something that's getting a lot of views, react to videos that are getting a lot of views. If you do reactions, whatever it is that you're doing, you have to be able to do that. Be able to find videos or do things that will, cause a lot of views, 900, 1,000, something views on the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
People out there, everybody doesn't go viral. Everybody doesn't have the money to spend on cameras, editors, thumbnails, and all that stuff. You have some people out there that's literally sitting in a bedroom filming a video off their phone. But I will tell you this, if you're watching me and you working towards your monetization, don't quit. Don't let a number stop making you create. Because I'm going to tell you, monetization shouldn't be the only thing you're trying to build towards. You should be trying to build your community. Build people who actually care when you upload. Build people who actually care when you upload. Learn how to make better titles. Learn how to make better thumbnails. Learn how to perfect your editing. Learn how to storytell. Learn how to keep people watching. Because I'm going to tell you, whether the watch hours is 4,000 or the watch hours is 8,000, YouTube is the determining factor of it all. They decide what's next. And at the end of the day, nobody can take what's for you. Nobody can take what's for you or take your audience away from you. But I do want to know what y'all think. Don't just listen to me rant. Is 8,000 watch hours too much? Or do you think YouTube has the right to raise the watch hours? And if you are currently trying to get monetized, make sure y'all put your subscriber count in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye.
Advertisement, y'all.
To run your business on the go and get paid 5 days faster, you only need one tool, the QuickBooks for Business app. Download it now.
Can't skip it right now.
Diagnosed with a food allergy? Talk to an allergist about treatment options.
Yeah, I totally agree with like a lot of the stuff that she said, because I've even sent an email to YouTube about smaller creators, because I talked about like how how I've been doing music since I was 9 years old, and how I got into, obviously doing music as an adult and producing my own beats with a producer, and how I'm doing, and then talking about how I've added reactions and how my reactions are going well. But let's think about a creator who has 0 subscribers, kind of like what she's talking about, and 0 hours of watch time, to how to increase things to make it easier for them to be able to get in. you know, I haven't heard back from them. I may send another follow-up email, but because I'm with her about trying to help other smaller creators get in, along with, still trying to finish myself getting in. But I'm just thinking about the people that may start in 2028 and beyond, and and how are they going to get in? How are things going to work for them? Knowing that you have this 8,000 hours of watch time for the ads, you still have the 3,000 for the, everything else. But a lot of people are looking at those ads to be added. So I get working hard helps, but I'm just, no results are guaranteed. But let me know what y'all think about do you agree with them changing it to 4,000? Do you not agree with it? Me, like I said, personally, I think it's going to hurt smaller creators that will be growing even after me. And it's just going to cause a lot of issues. So, yeah. Let me know what y'all think. I'll have the original video pinned at the top of the chat and at the top of the link in the description. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. Also, make sure you come follow me over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram. Those will be pinned at the top of the chat and at the top of the link in the description. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights, involving you, a friend, or a loved one, send that to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. Let me know if it does involve a friend or a loved one. If it does involve a friend or a loved one, see if they want to come on the channel and tell their story involving them in the police or whoever it involves. If they don't want to come on and tell their story, you as the friend or relative can come on and tell their story for them. Or you guys can write a statement and then I'll pull the public information along with that and get it out there. Even if it involves you, all these same things apply. And make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. And make sure you guys come follow me over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram and let me know what you guys think about this. I think it's really going to hurt smaller creators down the line. Again, make sure you guys go watch a lot of my videos, help me finish getting there, and so I can have everything monetized on my channel. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.